Hi everyone, welcome back to my Endless Space 2 Let's Play, playing on Impossible difficulty with the United Empire. The current state of things is I've pretty much won this war against the Cravers. I've taken the key systems in the middle of their empire, Gano and Zuben, so any future threats from influence has probably been taken care of. Sirius maybe could be a bit of an issue still, but that's about it. Now, what I believe is going to happen in the next turn is they're going to try and force a truce again, and currently the state of my empire approval means I may actually have to accept it. It would go down to 39%, which is getting a bit worrying at that amount, and it's certainly affecting my economy. In the first version of the early access before the update, it was actually possible to take a system on the turn that you made peace, and I'm hoping that is still the case, because I definitely want to take Brachia down here. If I take that, then I've got a route all the way around the outside of these systems, and that could be pretty important coming up. And yeah, so I'm hoping to take that next turn and probably make peace, then go after the Cravers again at a future time, maybe 10 to 20 turns, 15 turns. I think I'll be able to declare war on them next time round. They declared war on me this time round, of course. Let's end the turn now and find out. Okay, so we've got something's going on here. Population gains. I'm going to have to do a ration on Soidan, I think, this turn. I'll come back to that though. There's a quest started, lifting a lamp. This involves capturing or assimilating or attracting new population type into your empire. Now, speaking of new population types, and I think it was influence in return for doing that, after I've made peace with the Cravers, I'm hoping to go after Lumeris and get a fleet down here. I do have a hero that is good at moving across from one constellation to another, because they have good free space movement. Actually I can't see a truce there, so I was sure it was every 5 turns, and this turn was the turn that it was going to come up, but yeah, they haven't forced it upon me, so it's not an issue after all, by the looks of it. Right, brilliant, so I might be able to finish off the Cravers, who knows. Anyway, let's deal with Soidan first of all then. Things are being affected though. If I come in here, you can see I'm getting -40 approval from Empire. A lot of my systems would actually be happy or ecstatic if it wasn't for that, so that is a reason to want to make peace, certainly. Right, let's do exotic rations there, and that is done for the time being. Manpower, let's check that. I do actually have enough manpower to use that, which would give me extra efficiency against air troops, but that tech is in the 3rd era and I doubt anyone has it yet. This one needs resources, so yeah, I don't really have the resources spare to do that yet, even if I do have the manpower. Right, we're losing population on those. That's due to rations and Craver planets being overpopulated. There's a political survey. All 6 parties look like they're going to take a part in the next election, which will split the votes up, certainly. Not quite sure which party I'm going to support. Might be the militarist though. Let's do the automated movement. Okay, and I've got to figure out where I can attack and what I can attack now. Okay, it looks like a lot of my stuff is being guarded up there. I've got some settlers. Yeah, okay, let's bring the settlers down here then. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to colonize actually. There's Hyperion down there, and there's that Decidius colony which I might want to grab. Let's come down there then. Let's attack this fleet here. And I think we'll watch this one as a pretty big combat. I had a request to actually show it the normal speed. I think at the time I'm recording this, video 11 is about to go out later today. Oh, it looks like they actually retreated. Right, I'll do the next one, I guess. Right, so they lost 60% of their hit points for retreating, and I believe that's, yeah, I think that's the fleet there. So I've got to decide what I'm doing with them, and let's attack this fleet down here with these. I'll try and show it, hopefully I'll be able to. They'll actually won't retreat, who knows, I guess we'll find out in a second. Okay, so this is normal speed, and this is what it looks like. My frame rate's dipping a bit, sadly. Let's try out free camera. I think this is the only camera option available, other than the standard one that we see. Right, they're my battleships, what are they firing at? Put that back on for a sec. I think I've actually wiped them out. Yeah, brilliant. It's quite a bit slower than normal speed is. That's why I haven't been using it up until this point. Okay, that's excellent though anyway, and that should allow me to actually conquer Barracia, which is pretty key to getting around the outside here. Let's invade then, and we'll do blitz and watch it if they do manage to get some manpower. Nope, they didn't. They did protect system, which doesn't give them any extra troops, and they didn't have any troops. Okay, so that is taken. Right, what am I doing with my fleets over here? I didn't realise before as well, I hadn't upgraded all of these. Could potentially upgrade them, couldn't I? But I don't exactly have much Hyperium. Okay, Zubin's build list is pretty much done, so I'm making a battleship there, and I've also updated Barracia, which I now own of course, so I didn't actually have a level upgrade, so I'm sticking a settlement in there, and it's got some really good resources as well, so I'm going to use these to get more out of them a bit later on. Right, that's Barracia. What else have I got to do? Now I can't actually figure out still if that's coming or going. Often there's a trail behind the ship to let you know which direction it's come from. That one doesn't seem to have it either, but there is a ship up here which doesn't look like it's got a trail either actually. I thought it did earlier. But yeah, it's a pain. So I think I'm just going to move this fleet over to Akima. I can protect the settlers there coming up if they do have a fleet over there, and I can bring it round to attack Antares if they haven't forced a truce on me. If I were to want to actually make peace myself, if we come into the diplomacy over here, how could I do it? Click to negotiate this empire, force a truce with this empire. So I could actually do it by clicking on that. I'm not sure if it's automatic or not. Confirmation. Yeah, if I do it, I'm not sure about the consequences, to be honest. I think I might have to pay them. So I should probably let them try and force it on me. I can conquer stuff up until the point where they force it on me anyway. Right, I think I'm ready to end the turn. Let's do that then. I'm very close now to getting into the third era as well, which is going to give me a ton of extra attacks. I'm planning on lowering the Hyperion I use on my ships then as well. I'll have the third era attacks, which should be possibly better actually than the Hyperion ones I've got at the time being. I'm not sure. Our empire has built the Trade Clearing Bureau, which I believe gives extra dust. It's, for a wonder, it's not all that wondrous, to be honest. I can't see a Craver fleet anymore in the area, so yeah, I have no idea where it is actually. Okay, let's speed things along. Population. Okay, that's changed. Population lost on those places. Another survey. Thought we had one last turn. Okay. What else have we got? I got new tech this turn. The arid colonization tech. I believe I was getting that on a Kima to get that extra Hyperium. So I'm definitely going to use that. I don't think there's literally anywhere else I can use it, of the systems I own at least anyway. So let's stick that in the list. I guess I could buy that with influence actually, but actually I haven't said that, it's quite expensive. I think I'll make that first. Okay, let's come into here then. So I need one more tech, and which one should it be? I think I want to get the extra science probably, so let's stick that in the list. A few others that I definitely want as well, I may actually come back to get rather than research a ton of Era 3 techs straight away. We'll see. That would cost 4.7k. I don't think I'll do that quite yet then, 'cause it's quite expensive. It's only going to take 3 turns. This, I don't know. Might do it in the second half to have a think about it. Let's close that, because I could get to the third era quicker, which, and getting to the third era does give a variety of bonuses, so it does have some value getting that now. Right, we've got a ton of stuff to upgrade there. I'm not sure if this, I don't think this fleet could have moved last turn. Let's move it on to, should I move it on to Centaurus? Or try to go up there to Sirius? I am going to come up here, I think. Centaurus is tiny, does have potentially some interesting resources. Hydromiel I think is food, and we have some of some ionic crystals already. Is that right? There's 2 settlers there. Let's split these up. Okay. Let's get one over to Gonos. And the other one, what is down here? Barren, Frozen, Ice. I'm not sure if any of those are Era 2, but some are Era 3 definitely. There's Hyperium on, oh that's a gas giant, so I'm not going to be able to get that anytime soon, and that was the main reason why I was thinking of maybe colonizing it. So I think I'll keep one of the settlers back here then, not do anything with it. That system, which may be a little bit tempted to colonize, it's not that good really, so keep that there. Right, so I've got this fleet here in the time being. I think I'll move it off towards Antares. I should probably keep an eye on things by sending out some probes still. Okay, I'll lob one down as well. They haven't forced truce on me still, which is surprisingly. At this point they kind of need the war to go on to take back some stuff, really. Maybe that's why they're not forcing a truce on me. Right, I think... Did I make any battleships this turn? No. Right, so I'm going to take a minute out then to update this. Before I actually update my build list, I have decided though this would be a pretty good idea getting now to get to the third era. I probably should have picked it up before I moved my ships though, because it actually gives extra movement points. But yeah, I'm gonna buy this with influence after all. Okay. And yeah, we've gone on to the next era. So new era, wealth of worlds. Okay, I think this description down here might have a grammar error or two. The hull cost is increased by 50%, that's straightforward. Uncommon strategic resources can now be found by searching Curiosity. Star system can be transformed into colony. Not sure what that really means, to be honest. And certain resources like adamantium have been available to be found for a while, so not really sure what that's going on about. Initial XP on ships on fleets has also been increased. That sounds good. One thing which I believe might have happened, let's have a look in here. Yeah, we've now got level or third era weapons, it would seem, which look as if they're about as good as the Hyperion ones that are available to me, if not identical. Actually, they're a bit more expensive in production cost. That's the difference. So I got a feeling I'm going to be switching around things here to the third era ones, which are going to be more expensive on production, but at least, yeah, well, I will be able to make them, because previously Hyperion, of course, was preventing me from doing so to a certain extent, the lack of it. Still can't buy it in the marketplace, which is a bit strange. I should replenish, really. Okay, so we're in third era, brilliant. Also, as well, I just noticed this big amount of Craver ships that actually down there. So if I'd have realised that, then maybe I'd have sent these guys there instead of going in that direction. Okay, right, so I still got to update this, and I also need to update my ships. Okay, I've redesigned my battleships and my corvettes, and you can see they're a heck of a lot cheaper now in terms of using resources, but a lot more expensive in terms of production, and they're going to be basically as good as if I was using all of these Hyperion bonuses in terms of their defense and their attack. So that's great, frankly. If we come out of here, let's take a look at the corvette as well. I've been able to stick that back on as well, which should give my fleet extra 12% weapon damage, and it's very cheap on here as well. I might have to actually increase my production on my planets, so potentially, if I'm going to be making a ton of those very quickly. But yeah, that's the state of my military for the time being. If we go into the tech tree, this is the third era, of course, and if I were to pick up techs like this one, I would get the new resource type. And there's another resource there as well, I think, which I might want to pick up. And you can see there's also these special weapon 3 modules that I might want to pick up, or I could just wait and pick them up in the fourth era, which may be a better idea, but we'll see. For now though, what I think I'm going to do, I was thinking maybe I should pick this up so I could show off that feature within the marketplace, and I assume you can maybe buy heroes within the marketplace. I'm not 100% sure how it works, I haven't tried it out yet. The tech I think I'm going to go for first though is this one. This is the tech that actually allows culture flipping. Absorbs systems within your empire's influence area over time. I'm not sure if there is any, but this tech also gives a huge bonus to approval, at least potentially if you make that improvement. So I think I'll pick that up now. Not sure how long this war is going to last for. It is going to take a while to research it though, which is a bit of an issue. I'm probably going to have to figure out which of these colonizing techs I need for my planets as well. There is wormhole technology there, which I definitely want to pick up to see how that works out. I don't think there's any curiosity techs within the third era. There's this to do with moons, unlocks the exploration of moons, which was reasonably important in Endless Space 1. I'm not sure that's been implemented yet though. I've also, in regards of updating my research and my ships, I've done my build list, so that is how it's looking there. And I've got a couple of things I need to do movement wise. That fleet actually reached there already, so that is working on the manpower. And they have a ship over here, which is a scavenger. Let's attack that. And it's almost definitely going to be retreating or just dying. Yep, so that's gone. And there's a couple of ships here. Let's move that battleship down there, I think. This fleet, yeah, I probably really should have moved it there because that's really close to that system. I probably want to get that fleet to take that out anyway. I think that's it for the turn now, so let's end the turn. Okay, I probably failed the quest to get more Craver population. When I took Brachia as well, I made sure to move the population around so the Cravers weren't depleting the planet. So they're all on that depleted planet, and they were on there, but I've moved them off. And oh, we've actually got one of our own populace there now. These guys are suited for a water planet, so I moved them there. Right, looks like the turn ended. There's population changes. I might want to get some more manpower on some of those. I'll have to do some rations. This guy gained a level. So which skill am I going to be getting at this time round? There's a resource option there. What does that give? Minus the ship cost. That's fleet. And these are generic ones, which are always the same. I'm going to pick up the deposit value for resources, so I may want to move him because of that potentially. I'll have to figure that out in a bit. Right, keep those two open to remind me. I need to come in there and sort that out in a bit. Cravers still haven't forced truce on me, which is, yeah, really surprising. I'm not sure why they're not. Because I'm going to take everything they have if they don't. And, right, so some ships move in there now. In fact, one fleet is coming over there. Ah, brilliant. Yeah, this guy's got free movement, so the quickest route for this guy is actually straight to there from Gano's system. So that's what I might, very well might do. I should be able to invade Antares this turn. Can't see anything else. I didn't make any ships this turn, did I? Oh, I did on Zuben. So let's come into there. Okay, since that's now in orbit, we should be getting that approval bonus. Zuben is pretty much under their influence now, so if they were to get that tech, it would be an issue. But let's first of all attack Antares. And I'm not expecting them to have any troops unless they use an option to get more manpower, which they didn't. So that is now my system. Let's move on to Sirius. It's only going to take a turn as well. Yeah, so Cravers have really had it now. Okay, there's an event when I've entered into this system. For some reason my memory is saying I should pick this one. I can't remember why, to be honest, but yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I thought maybe there was an event connected to it. Maybe there wasn't. Anyway, we're in the system, and yeah, next turn they'll have no manpower left and I'll be able to take that. this fleet then I'm going to bring down to Centaurus. Okay. That's going to take a turn as well. So possibly, but not definitely, I might be able to take the last two systems next turn.